Hey everyone, this is Luke again, and welcome back to yet another Ninjago video onto the channel today. So, I fully watched Crystalized, and let's talk about the finale that has ruffled the feathers around the community, which is obviously talking about the last episode called Roots. Do you want my overall thoughts on it? Let's just say, I hated it! It's terrible! And, you know, I just want to talk about why do people think it is a bad ending. Well, for one, they had some of the most bonkers writing decisions out there. For one, they made Harumi good? Why? Why would you do that? The point... How do I price this? The whole reason why people loved her character so much is because she was a villain! A bad guy! A sympathetic villain! Basically, a secret version of a good guy, but in bad guy layering. How do I put this? The reason they liked her is because she was a sympathetic villain. They liked her because of her story, and now you pretty much shat all over that story. Just for what? For what reason? To me, honestly, it really felt like a pathetic attempt to please the the people that ship Harumi and Lloyd, even though you shouldn't be doing that because it's wrong to to ship an abuser with their victim. It's wrong, plain and simple. No ands, ifs, or buts about it. If you're a Lloyd Harumi shipper, I'm sorry, but I have no respect for you because you are promoting something terrible and something illegal. You are promoting it. You are disgusting. I don't know. I never understood the logic behind that. But that's not the only thing. One of the other ones is only Lloyd. This thing was hyped up so much, especially during the trailer. They were talking about how the only way to defeat the Overlord is through the power of the Oni. You must unlock your Oni side. And he does, but what does he do with it? He fires two blasts, pew, pew, looks into a crystal, gets scared, and then he just loses it. And it never appears again. What? What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You literally let him lose his form because he's a fucking pussy? God, I get that he doesn't want to be like his father and whatnot, but his father was the reason he had the Oni form in the first place. So it's kind of like a conflict of interest. You either don't want to be your father and be good for some reason, and or you want to avenge your father and just go on Oni full on Oni form. Pick one. You can't have both, okay? Sorry if I'm getting a little angry, but this ending is just terrible. And it also doesn't help that Garmon, for some reason, he never was dying in the first place like he claims he was. And this kind of rolls into the next point. Nobody dies. Nobody. I mean, yes, it's not necessarily required for people to die in order to make great finales. Ninjago has proven that multiple times over. However, when there was when there were clues laid out that people were going to die, and then all of a sudden nobody's going to die, you missed it. You can't blame us for that. I'm going to have to blame whoever laid those clues down. I'm sorry, Tommy. I have a lot of respect for you. But you don't tease us like that. Do not do that. I understand you don't want to give away spoilers. This I understand. However, there's a difference between not giving away spoilers and purposely misleading your audience. What you did was purposely mislead your audience into thinking so-and-so is going to happen. Event A is going to happen, when instead event B happens instead. You don't do that, okay? Don't lie to us. I know you're better than that. So, next up, we have the dragon form. So the dragon form is obviously like it's like the way you get it is through the lyrics of the Weekend Whip. Jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin. That, okay, sure, whatever. And don't get me wrong, the dragon forms are hella cool. They are very cool. And honestly, though, it's very cliched because the way they have to do it is through the power of friendship. Like, haven't we heard this before? Haven't they done this ending before? I think they have multiple times, and I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of seeing the power of friendship. I get it. It's a kid's show. But at the same time, that doesn't mean you can insult the audience's intelligence by doing that. What's another thing? Oh yeah, this one really ruffles some feathers. The Overlord does the most stupid move ever. I don't think this was in the finale, but this was like right close to the finale, so I'll include it. But for some reason, some bonkers reason, he says that the Great Devourer was basically corrupted so that he could have a vessel all to his vessel so that he could have in the future. So basically, one, he admits that he was the one that corrupted the Great Devourer and caused basically almost every single event in the history of the show. And two, he revealed this in front of Harumi, and obviously Overlord knows Harumi's story, so why would he say that? It's like, hey, you know everything we taught you about Ninjago? Well then, apparently, that is wrong now. This is actually what happens. Like, why? Why would you do this? Why would you go us through all of that and all of it just to say, no, that is wrong, you were taught wrong? It's like, you are the one that taught me this information, you told me it was right, why are you saying it's wrong now? It's just, it makes no sense. I'm sorry. I'm losing brain cells just for this. I'm losing so many brain cells. But then, obviously, there comes the ending, especially with the choice of song. They chose Sally's song, aka Inner Steel, which a lot of people, especially OGs, found incredibly disrespectful to OG fans. And I do too. Couldn't you have used something like the Overture, the Weekend Whip, or, as my buddy Jacob says, the endings theme from Marcionione? Like, honestly, I prefer Marcione's ending over this. Like, Inner Steel, don't get me wrong, it's fine, it's a fine song. But to use it as the finale song, it really felt disrespectful, honestly, to a lot of OG fans that grew up with, like, the Overture and stuff like that. You're only using a song that you used this year to use it as the end? Come on. And that's where I'm gonna leave it off right here. I may have a video in store for Wednesday talking about how, honestly, how the OG fans need to be respected more. But honestly, I don't want to go too far insane. So honestly, this is why this Crystalized finale is beyond hated. Possibly even viewed as the worst finale in the history of the series. Because it made so many poor writing decisions in the span of like 2-3 episodes. How is that possible? How are you this bad at writing? I don't get it. I don't get this at all. I'm sorry. I just don't get this at all. I'm just so beyond disappointed with everything. You know, with Ninjago, with the writers, I'm just disappointed, really. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. But anyways, how do you know why? You know any other reasons why Ninjago Crystalized finale Roots was so hated? Or are you one of the few people that actually somewhat like this finale? And if you do like it, please tell me your why, because I honestly don't really understand why people could like this finale other than nostalgia purposes. Anyways, hopefully my sanity will recover from this. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel button, click on the red subscribe button, and click on the notification bell to see every video that I will upload. And I'll see you folks in the next video. Bye bye.